Sydney? Sydney? Down a little bit? Screaming time. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Is anybody out there? Just me. That's okay. I'm Schnee. All the Schnees in Schneeville. All right. Awesome. I will hang out here and paint for an hour in silence. Not quite in silence. I had to stick a brush in my mouth and go turn on the music. So, today we are working on my Royal Blues. We ended up rescheduling my Saturday game for this upcoming Saturday instead. And so I have extra time to paint. So here I am painting. By my lonesome. That's cool. This angle does not like that. I'll let it dry and come back to it later. Later. It's a heavy line. Considering this line is not a heavy line. That seems an odd place for that to show up, but okay. Just painting alone. Nobody here. That's cool. Do my hour and sign off. That's cool. I'm happy. I got to paint anyway, so might as well do it. Ilmarin. How bizarre. Which is weird, Ilmarin, because I can see the users connected to the channel and it didn't show you. It still doesn't show you. You're a ninja. You're a ninja! Harry Potter? That would be a totally different kind of show. So anyway, yeah, just working on my royal blues. These are my black mambas. It's technically mambas, but I'm going to run them as black mambas. Well, thank you very much. It's it's just a little bit of zenithal and some of a very transparent blue over the zenithal in just teeny tiny amounts, and then some Tron-like edge highlighting, because honestly, to me, science fiction needs more pow blam stuff. So I'm trying to go kind of bright here. Anyway, I don't actually know how to paint. I'm just coloring in the lines. That's what I do. Trying to get a little curvy look to this right here. Yeah, it was just too much going on. You know, I'd take care of my elderly father, and he had some, he's all right. He just needed some extra stuff done. And then we had to change venue because the place we normally play, Dice Addiction, was busy this upcoming Saturday. So we're actually going over to the Top Deck, which is the more traditional miniature store in town. Which we played Cav there a few times a long time ago, but not much recently, and so I'm kind of curious to see if we'll attract any eyes. There's been an uptick of BattleTech there recently, so who knows? Maybe it's fertile ground. But if not, no big deal. No big deal. Try not to over highlight these guys. You could go on forever with this stuff. Thanks for showing up, Mr. Ilmarin. Yeah. Me and Dan are going to play Saturday around noon, I think. I think. Additionally, barring any kind of crazy emergency, you guys are going to have me on Wednesday too. John will not be streaming Wednesday. I'm going to just do some more paint stream Wednesday and make up excuses for why John is not here. We're just going to make stuff up. Best story gets a prize. Best story gets a prize. Try and keep these highlights over here just enough to help pick out the look just a little tiny bit. That's probably good enough. Yeah, one more line. Yeah, there we go. John is not into our. He's not into our take on the rock. I don't know what his take on the rock is, but it's not that they're secretly sensitive. At least I don't think it is. He doesn't seem to find as much humor in that as we do. Yeah. Tiny little bit more right there. All right. So I did some work over the weekend, just a little bit on these. These are two of the new spathas that I was working on. Just doing some edge highlighting, a smidgen of this blending on the barrel. I still got a ton of that stuff to do. Trying to make them look like the old guys. So this is one that I finished a while back. This one in my hand. And so just trying to make the new ones look like the old ones so they fit in. I think they're coming along just fine so far. And then I've got these are the old Scimitars. Wait for Twitch to catch up here. Yeah, I'm going to show you that in just a second. So here's what the old Scimitars look like. And here is what I ended up doing with the red turret guys. So far, obviously no edge highlighting on these guys. Just decided to mimic the basic paint style in red. I'm not sure if I'm going away from the yellow or not. The white is the way I start the yellow. I'm not sure I'm going to do like this yellowy color on them. I might. I haven't made up my mind yet. And then I gave them this little white antenna to signify that they're the APA, the electronic warfare versions. So yeah, I've got 4 of these guys painted up, or started to get painted up. I mean, the yellow is the theme. I don't think the yellow is terrible with the red. So yeah, I probably will, just to keep them in the same paint style. Probably. I'm going to try and get all the edge highlighting done. It's the simplest. It's kind of, like I don't have to make any decisions with it. So, and I'm hoping that while I'm painting the edge highlighting, maybe that'll give me time for some crazy thought to pop into my head. Let's grab the next one right here. Go through and strengthen this up. These, I don't really have a plan. I guess I'm going to turn these white lights above their engine cover into the yellows, so they will tie in with the rest of the force. At least that's the plan, I think. I got to come in with some black, bluish black, and kind of clean up where I've gotten out of the lines a little bit here. But that's okay. That's a fairly easy fix. Just have to put some effort into it to do it. Yeah, this whole who's in chat thing is kind of weird. So, like, I still can't see you, Ilmarin. I've got the like Oh, there you are. You finally showed up. So right now I see, I'm not going to name them, but I see a couple of other users whose names I don't recognize. That maybe the one person has been here before. I'm not sure. I don't think they've ever said anything, which is cool. Just, turn it on, hang out, play the take a drink every time James punches the camera game and get yourself right and properly inebriated. Everybody's welcome. This is definitely meant to be low-key, low stress, have fun, paint minis. I do have some I want to show you, Ilmarin. I meant to post pictures of these up on Discord, and I just totally forgot. Hold on a second. So I went up to Wichita last weekend to take my wife to a doll convention and play some disc golf and have dinner with John and his wife. And while I was up there, I stopped at one of the local shops and I found these school buses. Sort of post-apocalyptic, like iron bars on the side. Actually, we make school buses literally with these kinds of bars on the windows for real. Maybe not in the front, but down the side. Yeah, absolutely. This looks like one of ours, kind of. And here's like more of a rear engine bus. We don't make these anymore. That's funny. Some armor plates on the side. There's some other things that go with them. These are from, I'm pretty sure, some sort of drop zone commander-y thing. But I feel like, they're, I don't know. They might be a little bit big. I don't know how big a Spatha is supposed to be, but this thing is longer than a Spatha. I'm trying to think, is a real school bus longer than an M1A1? I think it might be. I'm not sure. Well, it's funny you mention that because they actually come with these bits right here. I think are supposed to mount on top. And then you get these sort of metal add-on gunner, like open-air gunner things you can put on top of there, I think, with a variety of different weapons. I'm not sure I'm going to go that route because that's a little bit Mad Max. I think I might try and paint mine up just more like, periphery, out on the borderlands school buses. Literally, kids got to go to school, right? Anyway, I thought they were worth picking up, so I grabbed them. Never seen them before. And, I work for a company that, put an infantry model up against it. Yeah, hold on. It's a good point. All right, so here is a stand of old infantry I painted. Wait for these to come up on screen. And here's I guess these guys are probably in heavy armor. So maybe it makes sense that they would be too big. I don't have any light armor or just standard infantry guys to compare them to. I don't think it's that far off. Certainly what I'm going to use them for is just like kind of scatter terrain. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, Cav. It's a maybe a little bit too little? You think it's too little? What do you think? It's longer than a Spatha. In my head, I was trying to picture an M1A1 Abrams parked next to a school bus. It's been too long since I've stood next to an Abrams. My brain can't really merge the two anymore. Anyway, I just picked them up. They'll look good enough on the table, parked up against a building or something like that. I'm not going to try and play them. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Unless you're planning on making a line of school buses, in which case I'll just wait for the dual cast version of school buses. Not sure how well those would sell, but I'd buy a set of them. Oh, you know me. Actually, I would make up a whole tournament force out of them. Just because I I'm just dumb. That's why. It seems like that might be just a smidgen loud. Turn that down a notch. So as I was pointing out a little bit earlier, John will not be streaming on Wednesday. You'll have me instead. I will be probably doing edge highlighting because my job is to bore you all to death so badly that you tell John, hire somebody that knows what the heck they're doing, and then I can watch that show and learn how to paint. At least that's my goal. And as I said, if we get a good enough turnout, if there's more than, there's more than a handful of people on Wednesday, I'm going to encourage people to make up publicly shareable stories about what Cat Boss is off doing and why you can't stream. And whichever one I like the best, I'm going to send a model to. Probably this, oh Lord, what is this thing called? It's a cobra. This little 3D printed cobra that I got when I went up to Wichita. So, if you want a cobra, make up a story about why. Don't do it tonight. Save it for Wednesday. Make up a story about why John's not able to stream on Wednesday. Best story wins. I'll probably throw something else in too, because I have stuff. And I don't need all the stuffs. So I want to kind of talk about John's last Wednesday stream, just briefly. And this is all said tongue-in-cheek. I am attempting to be humorous. There's no actual malice, although I'm going to pretend like my feelings have been hurt, and I've been injured and wounded, and my best friend has betrayed me, and all the good tropes from all the really good sitcoms. So last week, John made the comment that he didn't think zenithal highlighting worked on models at this scale. And that he was going to try dry brushing. He thought it would do a better job. And I don't disagree with him. Dry brushing is a perfectly fine way to highlight, to sort of pre-shade models of any scale, especially this scale. But I just think it's funny. He said that it doesn't work for models in this scale. And every cav I think I've ever painted, literally every cav, I have zenithal highlighted. And John has at least once told me that he liked some of my paint jobs, which makes me go, two of these things don't belong together. Two of these things are not the same. And so now I'm grievously wounded, morally just devastated, and betrayed by my best friend. How about that? Sorry, that's all I got. I'm just trying to be funny. I don't know any non-copyrighted songs, so I can't sing to you. So instead, I'm just making up stuff. Do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I'm going to be, sorry I'm being quiet. I just, A, I'm concentrating, and B, you know, it's kind of a long day at work. Lots of crazy programming and trying to figure things out and make systems that weren't meant to talk to each other. It's a very 1970s programming experience. It's crazy. You left me a gift in Discord. Well, that's scary. Is this something I need to go look at right now? You know what we should really do on Wednesday? Instead of forcing you people to watch me do this boring edge highlighting, we should just like host Wapple, and I'll paint and sit here and comment over the top of Wapple's stream, and just, you know, I don't know, just say whatever comes to my mind. Most of which is going to be, oh my God, that looks ridiculously good. I hate you, Wapple. I think that would be infinitely more entertaining than watch me do this crap. But I'm not sure John would go for that. All right. Let's see if I can figure out how to open up Discord over here. Probably make this computer collapse and restart. But we'll try it. Hand drive. Still working? Yep. Camera's still on. Seriously, this computer's like, wait a minute, did you click on another program? You're insane. This is like one of those computers from the 60s Star Trek episode. It should talk in a crazy voice. Computing, installing, update. I'm going to go back to painting. I haven't opened up Discord in a while on this computer, so this is going to take a minute. This may not finish before the stream. All right. Where were we? Back here. Yeah. Let's come down. Make sure we have some of this. The one tip I will give you, and I forget this all the time, when I'm doing this sort of edge highlighting, the parts that are that should only be a little bit edge highlighted, that should be kind of dimmer, I try not to hit them with a fresh brush of paint. It's like I made a mistake on this one. This line right here should have really been a much dimmer line, and I hit it right after I came out of the paint, so now it's really heavy, like it's got a big, strong eyebrow. In fact, it's even more highlighted than this one, but it's not that big a deal. I'm not going to try and sort that out. I am not. Hold on a second. I could probably get Discord to pull up on my phone faster than this computer is going to do its thing. There's this, oh, you made up stats. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I can get this to download. A school bus, movement 9. No, yeah, movement 9, armor 2, no close assault factor. It has some damage control, hard, improved handling, transport X7. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. I love it. I think you should become the official stat designer. That's a hoot. Thank you very much, Elmarin. That's incredible. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, where was I? Doing some edge highlighting. That's funny. I mean, I'm assuming in cab, for the most part, transportation is pretty much just a high-tech version of what we have right now. There are buses and people own cars and they drive around town. Maybe some of the fancy cars are grav cars, maybe? I mean, I guess that's probably what's going on. I don't know. So I guess in reality, we kind of need stats for all that stuff when you get right down to it. We need stats for buses and delivery trucks and just all that stuff. Oh, wow, look. Discord's trying to open. Crazy program. Next time I get a chance, I need to ask Chris, when he's designing these models, does he just go with what looks good, or when he puts a bit like this little upraised bit right here, when he put that on the model, did he have in mind, oh, this is going to be the power converter cells, this is where the batteries are stored, or this is like where the entrenching tools go, or this is access for the, I don't know, the crystal matrix mechanics? I don't know. Does he ever think about that kind of stuff? Is there, or is it just, I need to break up this flat surface. I need this to look. I need a place to put decals. You know, that kind of thing. What's he really thinking of? Concentrating. "17 more minutes." Gonna have to make sure I broadcast our little "Where's John" contest. The John Gone contest. Where's John gone? Everything's better with alliteration, right? Where's John gone? So since I can't think of anything else to talk about tonight, I'm going to tell you about disc golf. My wife and I went and played Sunday, and she's getting better. She threw a shot in from about 45 or 50 feet away on Sunday, just out of the blue. I was closer than her. I was probably, I don't know, 25 or 30 feet away, and I missed my putt. And so, honestly, she can't putt that far. So she just heaved it in sidearm. Blam, right in the chains. It's like, dang, woman, you're killing me. I'm happy for her. Super proud of her. She's been practicing quite a bit lately. Just a little bit of highlights, just enough to pick out some edges. A smidgen more here. Realize I'm a little bit off camera, but honestly, I don't think it matters. Don't think it matters. So then when I get like a rounded thing here, what I want to do is I want to put kind of a sort of a like a cone shape, kind of like here wide at the round part, and then I just kind of move it down narrower as I move to the back, if I can, if my paintbrush doesn't run out of paint. Good Lord. I'm trying to paint with such little tiny bits of paint. Sometimes by the time I get to the model, there's none left on the brush. It's already dried. And plus this paint's getting a little, it's starting to skin over just a little bit. So I'll stir it up so I can get to the juicy goodness on the inside. Everybody's checked out. That's cool. I'm about to do the same. Chili time for us here at the Salyers household. Chili time. All right, that's probably good enough for that guy. Slowly but surely. Now over to some Scimitars. So making sure this thing is still running. I'm just painting away. Heck, it could have all stopped. And I'm not sure I would know. That's funny. You know, I saw some people talking about it while I was at work today, but it didn't really mean anything to me because, you know, when I'm programming, I'm listening to music or occasionally like some simple story or like a news report or something, a podcast sometimes. Depends on what I'm doing in particular. Sometimes I have to just only have just noise because I have to concentrate. Kind of like painting, but less sticking the tongue out. Oh, Lord. Where'd you go? That was too wide. Kind of erase that a little bit. Do. Did I run out of music? No, there it comes. All right. It was like, it's being very quiet. You know, I don't understand Korean either, but some of the music is really good. I like pop for the most part. I mean, pop music is fine. And I think some of the K-pop bands do a really good job. My daughters, back when they were in middle school, were really into K-pop, Super Junior and all kinds of oddball bands. Things I can't remember all of them. Anyway, yeah, K-pop is fine. I listen to Baby Metal, which is, I believe, a Japanese metal band. And I enjoy their stuff quite a bit. Don't understand a word of it, but that's fine. Don't have to. A lot of times if I need to concentrate, I'll just put on classical. Just various kinds. Simply 3 is one of my favorite sort of, classical, I think of it as classical. They're like a cover quartet or whatever a 3 version of a quartet would be. I don't really know. There are 3 people that really know how to play string instruments. And they cover modern songs, and I really enjoy it, and it's very good to program by. I recommend it highly if you need to concentrate. Simply 3. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Fortunately, this piece of this model's got kind of a curve to it, so it's not going to actually edge highlight very well. It's going to take a little bit more work than just running the brush down the side of it. I'll have to come in and feather that out. Not sure this white edge highlighting looks quite as good on the red as it does on the blue. And it's going to be fun to fix that if I decide it's not good, because putting red over the top of this white is going to tend to make pink. I don't know. I'll try not to worry about it too much. I'm not trying to win any contests, just trying to have some, decent looking models. I don't like playing with unpainted models, although sometimes I have to because I just can't get to all of them. Yeah. I like that kind of stuff. The piano guys, I really enjoy that. They have a bunch of just interesting covers. Like they do a cover of a bunch of Batman themes that I really like. I'm kind of a Batman fan, especially the 66 stuff from back when I was a kid. So I really enjoy their cover of that. I get to kind of look at the blue tank to see where I highlighted it. Kind of helps a little bit. Oh, it's 8:59. So that's as far as we're going to get tonight. Tune in Wednesday for some exciting continuation of this edge highlighting palooza that we're going through here. Why did I decide, when I decided to play this game, why did I decide I needed to paint 8 tanks? I mean, I already had Scimitars. I could have just made a list that was already painted and still played all tanks. Oh my gosh. Why am I so dumb? I really need... I'm sort of like... Let's make sure I say this the right way. I'm the sort of person that when they go out on the weekend to the bar, really needs their friends to be there with them to keep them out of trouble. I'm like that with lists and painting. It's like somebody asked me to play. I'm like, yeah, I'd love to play. Let me paint up a brand new 12 model Force or something. Yeah. It was an excuse to get some more Spathas on the board. God, I love Spathas. I've got to get these guys cleaned up, but just the idea of these fellas. Go grab my other toys. All barreling down the highway at you. Coming for you. With all the little light Macs in the universe. Just makes me happy. I don't care if I win, lose. As long as I get to roll a couple of dice and look down at my models and go, woot, look, Spathas. Plus other tanks too. But yeah, so that's going to be it for tonight. Tune in Wednesday. I'm gonna try and go over on Discord and the forums and Facebook if it's still alive. and let everybody know, come Wednesday, come hang out. We're going to do a little bit of painting. We're going to talk about John we're actually not behind his back because I'm telling him ahead of time. John, we're going to talk about you. I'm going to give away this Cobra model and some other random thing I'm sure that I've got laying around here that's cab related. Who knows? I'll find something, that's for sure. So yeah, thanks for joining me. Come on Wednesday, 8 o'clock, same time. We will make fun of Mr. Cab Boss a little bit, playfully in good-natured spirit and good humor, and we will have a good time. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you, Ilmarin. You are the designer extraordinaire. Thanks for the school bus. I'm going to find a way to field. I'm going to put that thing in a force at some point. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'll figure it out. Anyway, I appreciate you all. Be good. Be safe. Take care of each other. You know what to do. You're all good people. I will see you later. As soon as I learn how to end this stream. Good night, all.